Let's get into it. Let's get into it. We reacting to this the fall of I forgot Shorty podcast name, but she started out the gate with Drake, Lil Yachty, Offset. Like she was getting, I don't like that was everybody question. I don't know if that was everybody question, but my question like, damn, like who is Shorty? Like she came out of nowhere. She was getting these big names on her podcast, and it was just like, damn, like her family got to know somebody. She got to know somebody. Like who is she for her to be getting these names that we all what I'm saying know of? So but let's hop into it, man. Let's see what's popping.
Before the video starts, I just wanted to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, my longtime friends over at Adam and Eve. We are partnering up today to give my audience a special deal, 50% off an item of your choice, plus free shipping when you check out with code JAMARI. That's Jamari, Jamari. There is no minimum purchase required, and who doesn't love free shipping? They have stuff for men, they have stuff for women, they have stuff for couples, and everyone on the spectrum. So treat yourself as someone special today with Adam and Eve using code JAMARI. So Bobbi Althoff is a name that has
Bobbi
set these
Althoff.
internet streets ablaze for around the last month or so.
I never really knew who Shorty was, bro. But now, okay, let's get it.
It all really started when she interviewed no
Drake.
other than comedian Funny Marco,
Oh, okay,
who
yes,
is
she did.
well known for his deadpan, awkward style of humor, which is very popular in the modern era amongst comedians. And this clip from that interview kind of shows off what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Rip me out the plastic, I've been acting brand new. Rip me out the plastic, I've been acting brand new. You know what that is?
So how?
Nicki Minaj.
So how was she getting these interviews if she
So
don't
as
even
you
know?
guys can see, there's not really much to it. It's just like an hour of this back and forth awkward banter. But like I said, this type of thing is very popular. I don't find it to be very funny, but a couple of these clips went absolutely viral.
Okay.
And after this, we would soon see her get the attention of
Yeah, she got Tyga, too. Drake.
Lil Yachty, Mark Cuban. And all of a
Damn.
sudden, in the course of like 30 days, she suddenly had one of the hottest podcasts on earth.
No
Now,
bullshit.
obviously, this led to a lot of people speculating that she could actually be the world's very first industry podcast.
Yeah, how does she even like? How does she land those? Like who knows who? It's something. It's always something behind the scenes, bro. It's always something behind the scenes. How does this girl, regardless of race, because it's not even black folks that can get some of the people that she got on their podcast. How did she get those people on her podcast? Who knows who? You got some people charging to do podcasts now, like to interview them and stuff like that. You got some people that will charge you.
Plant. This is something that has been very common within the music industry, where an artist comes out and sees this astronomical rise, and suddenly they're getting features with some of the biggest artists on the planet, and basically just getting these opportunities and looks that people would not typically receive when they're first starting to get some buzz around their name.
Right.
And this is where the term industry plant comes from, because people feel like there's somebody in the background pulling these different strings.
Didn't I just say that shit? It's gotta be. It's somebody. It's like this. It's somebody that seen it and was like, we want her. So we're gonna get the other people, put shit in place, boo 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 boo, and we gonna give her these names, boom boom boom, and see how she do. Or it's somebody in her family or somebody that she knows that's connected to the higher ups of where these people operate at and was like, hey, I need this favor. It's either them one or two things, either the people that may be, and we all know who I'm talking about, the people that may be. If you don't know, you oblivious to what's going on in the real world. You got people that's high as shit in the hierarchy of, you know what I'm saying, people that can make shit shake. Either one of them seen her and was like, we want her, or she or her family or somebody knew somebody of that.
And controlling the career of this person to make them basically come out of nowhere and seem bigger than life. You see, this woman started out on the mommy TikTok side of things, making videos like this.
And nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
She still kind of shows off her awkward side. It's almost like she's making fun of the moms at TikTok. And basically, I would say that she was kind of doing the same type of dry humor.
Stop looking awkward. You look awkward. Smile. Just look entertained then. play with your ring or something, look entertained, do anything. Let me just go to the bathroom. Maybe that'll be better. No. Okay. Wash your hands, but don't wash them too long. Make sure it's long enough that they know you washed your hands for the full time, but not too long.
I don't really understand why people think this type of thing is funny, but then again, there's people who probably think the things that I find funny are completely idiotic. Obviously, in general, humor is one of the most subjective things on the planet.
For sure.
And so either way, she gets this Drake interview, and this is when she really started popping off.
Am I your type?
The question is, how did, like, yeah, bro. Drake don't even do a lot of interviews like that. He do interviews, but not like that. Not like normal artists, bruh. So how does she get and she in the bed, like, oh, like, how? I'm not hating. I just want to know how. Like, what happened for her to get those, bro? Because she definitely came out of nowhere. And can't nobody debate that. She definitely came out of nowhere. And it's okay to have success early on, but like the type of success she was having, like, these are some of the names that motherfuckers, you gotta pay for them to get on that shit. They'll charge somebody else. You feel me?
I'd do it.
Thank you.
I'd do it.
You do it? I asked, am I your type? And you said I do it. It's not funny.
Wish you had help getting things done? Same. So I got Spectrum One.
Get 300.
And so it's basically just an hour of this awkward situation. And obviously this is where the industry plant speculation began, as people wondered, how is this girl who's only on her second podcast episode ever get Drake as a guest? We know by now that Drake does not like to do interviews. Any statement that comes out from him at this point is very controlled. When it comes to these type of things, he gets the final edit. They're filming on his cameras. He has the memory cards. And basically, he just has a stranglehold over the content. I guess what I'm trying to say is this man would not just do an interview with anyone. And so for him to choose her of all people to do this interview with, people found that to be very fitting.
In the bed, though. All you got to just put the whole retrospect in perspective. Like, in the bed, there's actually a nice setting. I mean, I didn't see other podcasts like this, but it's kind of like Drake, though, like, he's the biggest artist on the planet. Behind him, Burna Boy. So, like,
fishy. You know, it'd be one thing if she was like a DJ Academics, who by the time he started his podcast Off the Record was already notorious for his work on Complex. Obviously, his YouTube channel had millions of subscribers and billions of views. He had already built this large fan base for himself, so it's not the craziest thing when he comes out with his podcast and gets some big-time guests. Right. Whereas her, on the other hand, just comes out of left field out of mommy TikTok, and all of a sudden, within a month's time, she has one of the hottest podcasts on the planet. Yeah. And this is actually her side of the story when it comes to how she got Drake to do this interview.
Drake liked one of the videos I had uploaded, and he followed me. I didn't realize it at first. Marco called me, and he was like, Bobbi, look who just followed you. So I filtered it to verified only people, and I was like, oh my god, like, why would he follow me? He's like, he liked the video, and I was,
y'all let me know if y'all buying that shit. I don't know though. It's kind of off a like video, and then I'm gonna come do the interview, and you don't really do interviews like that at the begin with. I don't know.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna like shoot my shot to Drake. I don't know how this. I thought the chance of him replying was like a 1%, and the chance of him saying yes was like 0.000. I was like, there's no way. So I was like, come on my podcast. I said, when are you going to come on my podcast?
And he just was.
He said,
game right away.
He was ready to do it. I flew out there like I think 3 days later.
Wow. And then you're off to the races. Now you can kind of get anybody you want.
Yeah.
So one thing,
obviously people felt like this story was a whole lot of cap, and that there must have been someone behind the scenes that made this all happen. Here she goes into more detail about the Drake interview.
Drake gave me the social clips that I could use, and then he was like, which one are you gonna pick? I was like, I'll do this one. He's like, okay, let's just tease it. And like, obviously I'm gonna trust him, because my initial thing was like, I was just gonna upload the video to YouTube like I had always been doing. I had no strategy. I was on my own. I wasn't even like sure how to upload to Apple at all. I didn't know anything. I was like, I don't know how to even make this a real podcast. And I posted the thing. I got a message from Andrew at WME, he says, like, I'm part of the touring team. Can we talk? I said, okay, because I had like I didn't know what I was doing. They signed with me that night, and then
she got the look, bro. She got the look, bro. She got the look that they want. I don't know. I ain't gonna go that far yet. I'm not gonna go that far yet. Let's finish though.
Just didn't meet with anybody else. You're just like, this guy hit you.
So there she says a day after she dropped this clip, apparently some talent agent sees it. He calls her up that night and they sign this miraculous deal. No lawyers hired, no one looked at the contract. Nah, she just trusted this guy. And this is what DJ Academics had to say about WME, her talent agency.
An agency that's never had any foothold in podcasting comes out with an individual that has the biggest guest. So she's with WME.
Right.
William Morris Endeavors. She goes out, 8 podcasts later, she's like one of the biggest podcasts.
Though she only did 2 episodes, bro. She only did 2 episodes. Well, 1 episode. Well, funny Marco. That's even a reach, but okay, that's cool. Cause they kind of do the same thing, the awkward humor shit. That's not too far fetch. But to go from that to Drake, like how, like what the fuck?
Podcasters now. Guess the irony. Everybody, including her big guests, including the biggest guest, Drake, guess who they're signed to? WME. This is where favors get set up. I'm pretty sure somebody said that shit in the beginning. Start help pulling the strings to set all this in motion.
So that's how DJ Academics feels. He's obviously very connected within the industry.
You ain't gotta be connected in the industry. You just put the pieces together, bro. That shit ain't hard. You just put the pieces together. The funny Marco, if he was with them with the podcast shit, I could see them linking up on some. He probably seen their TikTok. That sound more believable because he does the awkward shit, the awkward humor. So I can see that happening, and then that going well, and then like I said, the powers that may be, or some people that's behind the scenes seen it and was like, we want her. Let's send whoop-de whoop, whoop-de whoop, whoop-de whoop, whoop-de whoop. And that's how that shit came to be.
And has a very good understanding of the back end when it comes to all things entertainment, in both the traditional sense and in this online era.
Would you date someone that looks like me? Because there's just a person.
What does that mean?
Like, looks exactly like me. They have a twin.
Maybe.
If I had a twin, would you date them?
If she was like cool and like, you know.
No, she's exactly like me.
If I like connected with her, you know.
She's exactly like me.
I don't know like how you are though. I've never really been around you, so you know.
Yeah, I'm exactly like this.
All the time.
All the time.
Please don't make y'all make anything a fucking trend, but god damn. I mean, the shit cool for like comedians, but please don't, females, please don't start acting like this. Please though.
You could go to Grainger.com to find what you need to get the job done. Grainger, supplies and solutions for every industry.
Download the Domino's app today and become a Piece of the Pie Rewards member to earn points toward free pizza. Here's how it works.
Is it kind of strange to anyone else that this woman who is married with children is constantly asking during these interviews with these rappers if basically they would go out with her, if basically they would sleep with her, if they like her?
Let me take your plane with me to New York.
Someday.
Do you want to see me on Spirit Airlines?
That'd be kind of cool.
And just a kind of unrelated side note from that interview, Mark Cuban, why are your feet so fucking dirty? You were so goddamn rich.
Damn. God damn, my boy. It's like you been walking outside or something. Barefooted. Hey, yo. What the fuck? Damn, bruh. Put something on your feet.
Could pay someone a very nice salary to wash your feet. Now, you might get some freaks within the application process, but I'm sure you could hire someone else to vet out all the freaks. As a matter of fact, your feet should never be this dirty. My feet have never looked like this in my entire life. Like, if you're watching this video right now, once you look down at your foot, if it looks anything like this,
go
like
take a
if
shower
it resembles a fucking
or a
bruised
bath.
banana, you need to reevaluate your life choices. Either way, guys, the drama really started when she did this interview next with Lil Yachty.
Okay.
Why are your teeth so white? Are they real? You grew them yourself.
I pay for them myself.
Do you have veneers?
I do have veneers.
That's why they're so white.
You're pretty smart.
How much?
90,000.
Oh, 90,000 for some fucking teeth? I'm good.
$90,000?
Mm-hmm.
I think they were worth it.
Because I wanted Young Thug's dentist. He had the best veneers
Who's
I've ever
that?
seen.
Who?
Young Thug?
Who's that?
So she's profiting
She don't even know who Thug is. And she getting... That's... Man, hey. Shout out to Shawty. What's her name again?
off this urban culture. She don't even know who Young Thug is. This obviously rubs some people the wrong way. But the drama didn't start until she made this comment about the Lil Yachty interview.
Because he was awkward. I walked into his house. He didn't even like say hi to me. So then I was like, said, let's go to the bathroom. So then we go to the bathroom and then we like get out. And then he's like, he's just sitting there with like his two assistants and he's not even acknowledging that I'm like in the room. And my camera guy's like setting up. I'm just sitting there like
skin
on
crawling.
my phone, like I'm like trying, and then he comes up, he's like, oh hi, gives me like a half hug, and I'm just like hi, then goes back to his spot, and I'm like, dude, I don't even want to do this. I'm texting my friend like, Ashley, I need to leave, this is so awkward, I don't want to, like, what am I doing?
But awkwardness is your thing, so you see how wild people laugh at it and y'all make it a trend and then y'all go along with the shit, but in real life the shit weird. It's cool for content, and that's your niche, and you can make it funny. That's cool, and we all know that you're joking. But in real life, you're socially awkward when you do that shit. Talk like regular motherfuckers.
Here, and then she's like, lean into this during the interview, like call it out. So then during our interview, I was able to be like, why did you do that? Like, why did you make me feel like that? Yeah, so it was actually really, it worked out.
So after this clip went viral, people were basically saying that she was biting the hand that feeds her, saying that she was ungrateful. And people also questioned this like overall change in her temperament when she went on this show with Dave Portnoy and his crew versus the way she acts around these various rappers. And essentially there was a lot of negative commentary around her name. And then gasoline really got poured on that fire when she posted this video of herself at a Drake concert and it went viral.
See, like, who, like, can we get back to being people? I know community over content. Community over content. Please. Because this shit right here, bro, like, you would have went just as viral if you was dancing and just being a regular person. It's cool to be like, I don't know, bro. Maybe she was just being funny. There was some, I don't know.
I mean, I won't lie to you guys. This video actually made me like her a little bit more. I love how Drake's in the background. I tried. Really trying to hype up the crowd. And she's just in there with this bold face expression after he literally gave her an entire career. So this was like double biting that hand that feeds you. Kind of saying like, hey, I came to your show and it was so shitty that I had no expression the entire time. And then people noted that after this concert, the two unfollowed each other on Instagram, and the interview was deleted from YouTube. So then people obviously started suspecting that these two have some serious beef. Dave Portnoy once again jumps in on the drama.
Sylvana's like, I heard that Bobbi slept with Drake and is getting divorced. So I asked her. I DM'd Bobbi.
What? You asked her, did you sleep with Drake and are you getting a divorce?
Yeah. She's like, I'm not commenting on that publicly.
Wait, so you just outed her? Oh. You just outed her not public comment?
And so that was the rumor going around, was that she smashed Drake backstage and that she'll now be getting a divorce from her husband.
They will build you up to tear you down. That shit real. I asked Tory Lanez. It will build you up and you ain't doing what they, hey. It don't matter who you is then. It don't matter what color you is. That shit don't fucking matter then. That's crazy. There's some crazy ass shit.
She responded to those claims via her Instagram story saying, I didn't even want to do this podcast. She's talking about the podcast with Dave in the first place, and now so much negativity is coming from it. I'm going to leave it alone after this, but this is the uncensored DM between Dave and I. Here's this boy Dave getting the scoop saying, my girlfriend says you hooked up with Drake and got divorced. I am saying that is not true. And then she says, I'm not commenting publicly, but off the record, you're right, that is not true. And so at this point, we really don't know what the truth is surrounding this woman. We don't know necessarily what's real and what's fake when it comes to her whole story, her whole arc. She really likes to go with this idea that she's broke, that she's not making any sort of money off these podcasts, that everything has been organic up until this point, that she just was shooting her shot with Drake and he said yes. But as of right now, like if this ends up being her actual downfall, it has to be one of the biggest rises and falls that we've ever seen within the podcast space in this short amount of time. I mean, with podcasting in general, I feel like it's kind of a slow burn. It's not very often that
I feel like for the people that's podcasting within their niche and they've been in the industry will last longer than somebody that doesn't know. Like, she was oblivious to anything of the urban culture, to the rap culture. So if she kind of fell in that niche, like it kind of like, her niche was the awkward funny shit. She got the funny Marco, which he was in that same niche, and then she just so happily got the biggest artist on the planet and fell into hip hop urban culture. So she went from awkward humor to hip hop urban culture with one of the biggest artists. She was in the ocean with no raft. She wouldn't be able. She was trying to swim or she was going to sink. One of the two.
You see someone come out with a podcast and it's just like a smash hit, even if said person is a celebrity or a big comedian or anything like that. But I want to know what you guys think about this situation and what you think about these industry plants in general, whether it be in music or just general entertainment. As always, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like. And
you already know I got you, Brody. You already know what's good, my boy.
Subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy, the Tanner Superman, and some other industry plants out here need.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's fucking crazy. You got some people like us, people, normal YouTubers, all that. Like how I got my shit, bro. I just posted every day, bro. I started off doing gaming content, moving to short video content, moving back to making longer videos. I had to really look at how many uploads I got, bro. Like I'm just now reaching 2,000 subscribers, bro. I grind for this. Like, I put in the work. I start doing little skits. I start getting out my own element of just doing what I thought I could do on YouTube and really started doing other things. And that's what really propelled me and my channel. I'm still working on long-term videos. I'm still working on getting better at editing. I'm still working on getting better at live streams and stuff like that. I look at other YouTubers and people that do. So you got some people that just do live streams. I look at them like, damn, I wish my live could be like that. I know it's not, but I can take some things from them. I look at people that make content like this and do reaction videos and make their own compilations. And bruh like that with this shit. You feel what I'm saying? But for Shawty, it was like she definitely came out of left field. Like when them videos started popping up on my algorithm, I remember looking at the jump with her and I said, who the fuck is Shawty? How the fuck who is Shawty? Then she had one with Tiger. I'm like, damn, she with Tiger? Then she had the little Yachty jump went too far fetched because it was like, if she getting them, she definitely involved with somebody. Who is she? What does she do? You feel me? So but for me to actually see this video and to realize and to come to the conclusion that she was like a regular person and wasn't even involved in this shit, like in the industry at all, that's, yeah, powers may be. So you sometimes you might, this is why some people believe in that Illuminati shit, because it's like, damn, like they can build you up, but like if she went on the podcast, said some bad shit and start doing this, start doing that, start dissing this and start dissing that, the quickest they ride, they, you know what I'm saying, they build you up, the quicker you fall. So it is what it is. In the comment section, let me know how y'all feel. Shout out to bro. He always got the motherfucking fire ass vid explaining some shit. Fire ass vid breaking down the story from beginning to end. You dig what I'm saying? So, man, make sure y'all give him a like and a follow. Y'all already know what it is, man.